Hey guys, so this is Raymond, and I haven't posted in a while. So I thought I have a new project, so I'm gonna do a new update, post something, and hopefully I can kind of keep a video documentation of this new project because I think it's a pretty cool project. I'm making a small batch of swords. By making the swords, I mean I'm not making the blades. I'm actually getting the blades from a smith from a clan, and I'm gonna build out all of the other parts: the sheath, the handles, everything else. Right. So yeah, and it works out quite well because the smith that I'm talking to, like, he does have a bit of a hard time sourcing good wood for the handles and everything, and I think he just doesn't like doing it. I mean, honestly, like, if it were me, I'd be the same way. I'd be more into metalworking than into the wood and other kind of working. So yeah, I get why he does it like that. Anyway, so I bought four blades from him, two Bakotang and two Talibong blades. All of them are like 22 inches. One of them is already here. Um, so this is the stuff that I have to do is I have to get wood like this. So this is a slab of mahogany. All right. And this is what I will use for the sheath. I like mahogany because of the nice color. Once you smoothen it out, it has really nice grain and it really pops out. So we'll see that. So you're gonna get something like this. This is like a 3/4 inch width board, and if I was in a hurry, I would just get two of these, use it for either side of the sheet, and that's it. I'll just carve it out and just whittle everything down. But I have a bit of time, so what I'm doing is I'm actually rip cutting this thing in half, right, closer to the shape, so I won't be wasting a lot of material. Um, so it comes out like this, like it's really thin. You have that split. I'm gonna glue it up later on. This hasn't been glued yet, and then the blade would be inside, right? So here's the deal. So the blades, I get the blades like this, like really rough. All right. It's properly shaped, nice silhouette, properly hardened and tempered. Um, but it's not shiny, it's not polished, and it's not sharpened. It's still pretty dull, actually. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna polish it, sharpen it, and get it ready for the thing. And the reason why the sheath was one of the first things I made was just to keep it safe. I don't want loose blades hanging around here. These things can be quite dangerous, even if it just kind of falls on you, even without a sharp edge. As long as you have that point, it can do some real damage. So here, I'll probably do the polishing later on, once I'm closer to finished. Actually, speaking of the handle, so this is the handle I have. This is made of horn. Horn. So I get carabao horn like so. So this one's been marked already, and this is how far the solid part is of this thing. So as you can see, there's a lot of room to carve out a handle. It's up to you how you want to work with the horn. The thing about horn is it can get very plastic if you heat it up. You can kind of bend it into shape, actually, which is pretty interesting. Or you can just whittle it down and just, like, sculpt the handle out of the horn. That's also possible. The weird thing is I have a bunch of these because this gets cut here, right? So I have a bunch of horn tips, and I don't know what to do with them. One thing I want to do, and I've seen people do it, is turn it into a cigarette holder, but I don't really smoke anymore, so it's gonna be useless. But maybe I don't know. It's a cool thing. All right, so you get one of these, whittle it down so into this shape. This was so I shaped this and I did this all freehand because this is not a traditional um, Talibong handle. This is actually closer in profile. It's closer to Luzon style handles, right? If you don't if you don't have this horn bit, if you just have that this round bit here, it's normally where you put the flower or the horse hoof pattern in a Luzon style blade. But I'm keeping this one. I actually, and this is the mistake I made. I actually drew what I wanted it to look like, and I had a notebook here, and I actually have sketches of how I wanted the handle to look like. Um, but I don't know, like I kind of forgot to refer back to the sketch, so I just did it freehand, and this is what came out. The Luzon style handle is something I'm really familiar with because I made a bunch of foam swords a while back where I had to make like a dozen or so of these things, and I got really good at making Luzon style handles. Um, so I just when I'm doing it freehand, that's the shape that comes out. There is still some room to turn it into a more to what I was sketching. So I'll probably do that. I'll just put some markings here and there, make sure it's all evened out. Um, Now, as you can see, it's solid, so I have to just drill a hole for the tang. So that's what I'm gonna do. And hopefully, I'll be done with these really soon. I really want to get done with them as soon as possible. Because a little part of me just wants to move on to the next project. Like, part of the reason why I take on these projects for other people is it does encourage me to finish a project. Because if I'm just doing it for myself, I'm just gonna go to whatever grabs my attention next. Even if I'm just halfway finished through one, and I'll get bored with it, put it to the side, go on to the next one. That's why like I would go for months and months without finishing anything, and then in a span of a couple of weeks, I can finish like 6 projects. Because actually, most of them are like 80% done, and they're just somewhere in the closet or something. Um, so that's what I'm doing. And I'm gonna try to do my best to keep it updated here. I really suck at editing, so I don't know how often I can post. What I'll probably do is something like this, which is unedited, single take things, where I just talk about what I'm doing, where I'm at, um, and then take it from there. Yeah, because I tried editing again, and I'm really bad at editing. Like it's faster for me to just do a couple of more takes than to do editing. But what I can't show is me actually grinding the materials, shaping them, showing my hands making them. Um, yeah, there's not. I can't do that in one take because that video would be a long video. Like I think I took a video of myself doing some work a while back, and it was like 3 hours long. And it's just me sitting down here, like moving my hands. Right. What I would like to do is do it classroom style, where it's as if I'm teaching a class. That is something I'll be more comfortable with. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to document this whole thing, but hopefully by the end of it, yeah, you'll have a better idea of how I make my things. All right. And there we go. So have a good day, guys, and I hope you stay and follow what I'm doing.